Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and yesterday the Year the Tiger event came out for Overwatch, which is probably the worst event in Overwatch's history. And I know I'm not the only one that stands alone with that opinion. And for those who don't even know what's going on, yesterday the annual Lunar New Year event came out with only 2 legendary skins, along with 3 free epic skins. 3 legendary skins less than what we've been used to for the past 2 years of Overwatch events. So that's why a lot of people are calling the Year of the Tiger event the worst event that we've seen in Overwatch. But I also want to call it the most disappointing event that we've ever seen. And I think that's the best way to describe the Year of the Tiger event, but also just describe the Overwatch community right now, because this is the lowest that Overwatch has ever been. Because over the past 2 years, while there's been numerous times that we've been let down as a community, the sexual harassment scandal is probably the biggest one people point to, the lack of updates for Overwatch 2, and some could even say the purchasing of Activision Blizzard by Xbox, the one shiny moment that the Overwatch community can always look forward to are the Overwatch events. While yes, there hasn't really been a lot of updated content in terms of game modes or maps, the skins is something that us as a community always gets excited about. So that's why it's honestly disappointing to see this year's Lunar event when there's only 2 legendary skins. And while I can sit here and cry like a tiny little child that didn't get enough presents on Christmas, oh Blizzard, why did you give me more legendary skins? That's not the point. The point that I'm trying to make here is a point that I've been trying to criticize the Overwatch team on for the past couple years, and that is the lack of communication. There's actually a reason why there's only 2 legendary skins brought to this year's Lunar event, and I want to safely say about 70% of the Overwatch community probably doesn't know about this reason unless you follow Overwatch Twitter heavily, because reported by Liz Richardson, which is also the person that reported that Overwatch 2 is coming out this year with the Overwatch League, they quoted somebody working at the Overwatch team saying, "We understand this year's Lunar New Year event doesn't have the number of legendary skins as previous events. The skins team is hard at work with more legendary skins planned in 2022 than any year prior. We're sure more with players on this topic throughout the year." That quote was reported a couple hours before the Year of the Tiger event dropped, meaning a lot of Overwatch players log on to the event seeing even less content than we're used to even for the past couple of years. That's why players are disappointed. And I actually want to know in the comment section below, did you know that the Overwatch team had plans to release more skins in the year 2022 than any previous year? Probably not. Did you know that Overwatch 2 is supposed to come out this year for the Overwatch League? I don't know if it's going to come out for the public, but did you know it's coming out this year at the very least? Probably not either. And that's not me leaking anything, that's just taking things that's been said by Overwatch Twitter and reporting it to you guys. But why am I reporting it to you? Shouldn't Aaron Keller or somebody else working at Overwatch be making developer updates, updating the community for their plans of a heavily anticipated sequel for a worldwide phenomenon game like Overwatch? Let me just ask you this. How would you have felt of the lack of ad content in the Lunar event, say if Aaron Keller or somebody at the Overwatch team made a developer update earlier in the year saying,
"Hey guys, this year's Lunar event and also the Archives event is not going to have a lot of skins compared to the previous Overwatch events, but that's because our plan is to release a lot more skins in the year 2022 compared to any other year that we have seen in Overwatch's history."
I want to believe that most people in the Overwatch community would have been understanding of that. It would have been disappointing, yeah, to log on to the Year of the Tiger event, but it wouldn't be so much of a surprise and wondering, oh, does Blizzard even care about Overwatch anymore? I mean, they're not adding any more skins in the event. They're not really adding any new maps, new game modes. They haven't added a hero in over 600 days. I mean, what's going on? And what's going on is that there's a heavier focus for Overwatch 2. Rather than making skins for the Lunar event, they're going to make skins or redesign classic skins for Overwatch 2 heroes. Update us about your plans for skins in the year 2022. Update us about the Xbox situation and if Overwatch 2 is going to be an Xbox exclusive or not, because there's legit a lot of PlayStation Switch players that are still asking me on a daily basis, hey, is Overwatch 2 going to be an exclusive? I don't know. I don't work for Blizzard. Why am I having to do that? And update us about Overwatch 2. I mean, the last update was Overwatch League players playing Overwatch 2 with the new reworked heroes with Sombra and Bastion. That's where my frustration comes from. Well, yeah, it sucks to only see 2 legendary skins. I don't really care about that because, well, I know that more development time is going into Overwatch 2, but the Overwatch community doesn't understand that. And why should they? Because, well, you don't talk to them about it. And maybe it's because they've seen our reaction to things like updating us on 5v5. Oh, the Overwatch community hated that. And maybe when you talk about stuff like that, saying, hey, we don't like to release stuff because the Overwatch community doesn't know how to act right or behave, and they send us death threats because we just tell them, hey, we're moving one of the tanks because nobody queues up for tanks, then okay, I can understand that. But I mean, they don't tell me that, they don't tell you that, it's like they don't tell us anything. Which I guess in their defense, even though they don't really deserve any defending at this point, yeah, they do get a lot of death threats for just updating us about changes that they're making to the game that they see is going to be really healthy for the game. So if that's the reason why they're not updating the Overwatch community, that just sucks. But I mean, they did it for almost 3 years, so I don't really see that being a big reason why they're not updating us. Maybe it's just because that's the Blizzard way and they know best and they don't want anybody to influence their changes for Overwatch and Overwatch 2. But I don't want to speak on behalf of Blizzard and put words in their mouth. I mean, I don't work for Blizzard. I do try to work with Blizzard when I get invited to calls with other content creators when they talk about their plans for 2022 when it comes to Overwatch and Overwatch 2, but they don't tell us everything in those calls. They only tell us a little bit to keep us playing this game so that we don't jump ship to something like Valorant or Apex or Fortnite. But even Fortnite's not in the best spot. And again, that's not me leaking anything. Like, I'm being very careful that I don't leak anything so that I can't get invited back to these calls. That's just what's happening right now. A lot of people are quitting Overwatch or retiring from the Overwatch League because Blizzard isn't updating us about Overwatch. So they'd rather go to a game that has a good future that is actually shared from their developers. And that's also just another frustrating part, is that all the other games are getting constant new updates that are awesome. Apex just announced Mad Maggie after just a couple months ago they got a brand new legend with Ashe and a brand new map and also new game mode with 3v3, while also Valorant is getting a brand new agent with Neon, which was awesome, constantly getting brand new skins and maybe even getting a brand new competitive mode with, like, I think 2v2 or 3v3, something like that. Fortnite, while that's not in the best position either, is still getting brand new chapters, brand new updates to the map, brand new skins. Like, Overwatch, the one thing that we had to look forward to were these events, and now that's slowly getting taken away from us in hopes that Overwatch 2 is gonna put all these other video games to shame. And unless the Overwatch team is really confident to not share their plans with the community because they want to be secretive and they want to really just knock our socks off when it really is finished and released to the public, it leads a lot of people to believe, well, like, why should we be excited if it seems like you're not excited to share with us the news? I mean, we log on to Twitter every single day, and the only news in regards of Overwatch or Blizzard is just more negativity. I think that's also why I'm just very drained in my day-to-day life, is that I wake up and it's either negativity or nothing at all. I mean, not even Overwatch events get a lot of people excited, and when I try to make the best out of a crappy situation, I get made fun of because I'm trying to be positive for the situation. Oh, why are you wasting money on loot boxes when you can just buy this skin? And that's valid. Yeah, I understand that. But I mean, it's tradition. I like opening loot boxes. I like celebrating the event. But when I try to celebrate the event, I just get made fun of. And it's like, this isn't fun anymore. I'd rather go play Valorant where there's a brand new agent. I'd rather go play Apex because there's a brand new legend coming out. I mean, I will off camera, but I want to make videos about new stuff. And I want to do it for Overwatch because I love Overwatch. That's why I made a loot box opening video, because, well, it's tradition and I just love it. But I mean, at this point, it's like, what do we even do, man? What do we even do? But if I continue, I'm just going to be complaining about the same thing I've been criticizing Blizzard time and time and time again. The 2 legendary skins, while the update makes sense and while we do appreciate that, it still sucks to only see 2 legendary skins and no real update from somebody like Aaron Keller at the Overwatch team. I mean, that's the thing that just disappoints me the most, and I think disappoints a lot of the Overwatch community. But yeah, guys, sorry to end on a negative note. I mean, the positive note here is that we're going to see more skins in 2022 if you're just all about skins, but I would like to see more updates from the Overwatch team and not just a journalist that works with the Overwatch team. That would be really nice. So anyway, guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and maybe even an Apex Overwatch video with the new agent. Be on the lookout for that. But I love you guys, and bye.